No, it's good. It's good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here on the GameSpot stage at E3 2015, it's time to get into fight. Street Fighter V is on stage now. Joining me, Matt from Capcom, and then we've got PR Rog and K Brad from Team EG, some professional Street Fighter players. Gentlemen, welcome to the couch. Welcome to the stage. How's E3 going?
It's going absolutely fantastic, man. This is the first time we've been able to have people have some hands-on time with Street Fighter V. The reception has been fantastic. Lots of really cool Street Fighter-related activities going on at our booth. So, yeah,
it's been a good one.
Incredible E3, yeah.
Absolutely. And you guys have, I want to talk for a second, over at your booth, you've got this incredible setup. It's like all these cameras aligned in a row. People kind of do like fighting poses with people dressed up like Ryu and Chun-Li.
Yeah. And it
pretty
takes
awesome.
Full 3D photo, man. People have been going ham. We got some cosplayers out there. Super fun.
You guys got to get in there next.
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right.
Like I said, I really want to punch Ryu.
Yeah.
Like I said,
you want to punch Ryu? Yeah. You guys are setting up to get into a match right here with some of the new characters. But Matt, at the press conferences earlier this week, you guys have got Birdie on the scene and Cammy, Street Fighter V.
Yeah, man, we're now up to 6 playable characters. Birdie was definitely kind of our surprise announcement for the roster. I don't think anyone really saw him coming.
Hadn't seen Birdie around for a little bit.
Yeah, the last time you saw him was the Alpha Series. We did, to come up with this character roster, we did a lot of research. Birdie wasn't necessarily very highly requested by the fans, but we had such a cool character design and a concept that fit really well in Street Fighter V. That's why we decided to go for it.
Yeah, part of it's got to be, considering what the fans want, but you guys also have to build a balanced roster. You have to get a variety of styles in there and different sort of, a complementary fighting styles and matchups that are going to be exciting, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Try using a guest login.
Yeah,
I did. Okay, you're good? Okay.
We're getting set up to see a live match here, so it's taking just a sec, but I think these guys are going to get to it soon. But guys, before you get into it and you're fighting and you don't want to talk, give us a little background on your professional careers. Who's your main? What tournaments have you done well in? Give me something.
Well, my name is PR Borok. Basically, I've been in the scene for 5 years. People consider me the Japanese killer.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Had some success.
So my biggest tournaments have been EVO, basically, and Capcom Pro Tour, actually. Last year, I defeated Daigo in Capcom Pro Tour, and it was pretty big. It was pretty cool to trend on Twitter and stuff. So, yeah, I can say that's my biggest tournament. So.
Cool.
Yep.
And who's your guy?
Balrog.
Balrog, naturally. Yeah. Okay, Brad, what about you?
So I've been playing since Street Fighter 4 first came out, and then I got known after I beat Infiltration at Caesar's Beatings, and then my name just blew up after that.
Yeah.
And then I just recently won the most recent major ECT in Jersey, and I've been playing like Cammy ever since, dude. I have to play, like when I look at Birdie's just like such an ugly character. So I only can play like really like cool characters or the really hot chicks, you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have to be looking at that character a lot.
Yeah, I know, I have to look at that. Yes. Like Birdie licking his chain.
Licking that's going on?
I know, look at that, he licked his chain again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, so you're playing Cammy, PR Balrog, we got you on Birdie. You guys go ahead and jump into a match here. We'll see it in action. And Matt, let's dig into some of the sort of mechanic tweaks, sort of stuff you're bringing new to Street Fighter V.
Definitely. So the new core gameplay mechanic behind Street Fighter V is the variable system. That's replacing focus attacks from Street Fighter 4. What's cool about the variable system is it allows for a lot of variety in gameplay, and it allows every character that's put into the game to have a very distinct play style that's all their own. We want to stray away from clones. We want to make sure that every character in there has a specific purpose. Now there's 3 main things that you can do with the variable system. We have a new V gauge, and the first thing you can do is called a V-trigger. That basically allows your character to unleash their true form, and it's either a powered-up mode or a powered-up attack that can really change the tide of battle. Very easy to execute. Once your meter's entirely full, you just press heavy punch and heavy kick both at the same time.
Real quick and easy.
Yeah. Second gameplay mechanic is called V-skill. Every character has their own unique V-skill. These are moves that add a new layer of utility to the character. So it could be like a new parry or a new movement option. Those can be used at any time, require 0 meter. The last piece of the variable system are V reversals. They're very similar to alpha counters we had back in the day. If you're under a lot of pressure, you can activate that and do a little bit of damage and push your opponent away from you. So, variable system, to really see it in action, I can go and explain how the different V triggers and V skills work for the characters we have here. So for Birdie, his V skill, he eats a donut. He has 3 different options. He eats a donut, which makes him build meter faster.
Okay.
He can throw a banana peel on the ground, which can trip your opponent. Or he can take an energy drink and then roll it across the screen as a projectile.
So 60%, 66%, 2 out of 3 of his V skills are littering.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah, he looks like that kind of guy. All right.
Seems pretty classy.
What about Cammy?
So Cammy, her V skill is her spin knuckle. So it helps her deal with the projectile game. You can bust it out at any time. It'll go through either a move or a projectile and allow her to get in close.
Now, that kind of move, the sort of going through a projectile through move, is stuff that, as a novice Street Fighter player, I feel like I have no chance of ever executing. But so you guys, you know, you're designing the game not just for high-level players like these guys, but also for novices. And so, you know, you mentioned earlier the the heavy attack, heavy kick.
Yeah.
That's a real easy way to execute these moves. How do you sort of balance the gamut of players you guys are wanting to welcome into Street Fighter V?
Yeah, definitely. Finding that balance of making the game still inviting to newcomers and not being too overwhelming at the beginning, as well as taking care of our professional players that really do this for a living and make the game shine, is like one of our key focal points.
Yeah.
And the variable system was really designed with that in mind. We still do have complex commands in Street Fighter, so there are still double fireball motions to be able to execute your critical art. But novice players will be able to use the variable system very effectively, just 2 button presses at the same time, and you get some pretty astounding results.
Do you ever wish you could make like a Street Fighter A and a Street Fighter B, and like this is the novice one, and then like just put these like crazy complex things into like high-level professional play?
Oh yeah, I mean, trust me, the amount of conversations we've had about fighting games and how to strike that balance has been staggering within the company. So just about every concept has been discussed or was on the table at some point.
All right, so in Street Fighter V, you got the V triggers, and you got that's sort of the main shift. It applies across all the characters. It applies in any match. We saw them using some of those in the match here. PR Balrog, how'd that match go for you?
I think it went pretty cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, pretty good.
How are you guys finding the new system? Are you just sort of getting familiar with it?
We still are getting familiar with it, but honestly, for me, I like it a lot because I'm a really aggressive player, and I think the game, it caters to aggressive players.
Okay.
Because it's really fast. There's a stun meter now. We can see what we're doing better. It's faster. I'm really enjoying it a lot.
What do you think, K-Brad? How's it shaping up?
Yeah, I like it way better than I like it way better than the Street Fighter 4 engine, because it catered to people like me that was an 09er. So the game, they call us 09ers because we didn't play any of the old games, so we just jumped right into Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
So at the beginning, you know, we abused a lot of cheap stuff. You know, like when I beat Infiltration, no way was I better than him. You know, he just won Evo. The guy is like world champion, and then this new kid that nobody hears about beats a world champion. So thank you, Capcom.
Hey, any
for
given
giving me,
Sunday, right?
You know, thank you, Capcom, for giving me
K-Brad
a very
edition.
cheap character to take down the Evo champion. But this game, I think this game is going to be way more about like you have to be the better player to win. So I really like the engine that's like in this game.
And I think certainly one of the big tests you mentioned it, Evo coming up later this year, but you guys have a whole tournament circuit that goes year-round.
Yeah. So we're now in the second season of the Capcom Pro Tour. Things are going absolutely incredible. $500,000 worth of prize money. That's more prize money than the fighting game scene has ever seen.
Yeah, that's a lot.
We've basically doubled the number of spots that are available for the Capcom Cup. So last year it was 16. This year it's 32, 16 premier events. It's a truly globally minded league. We've balanced out the number of events and ranking points that are available in each region so that every region has a fair shot. So it's equally balanced between North America, Europe, Asia, and we have a couple in there for emerging markets. We're just getting started. This is only our second season. Street Fighter V hasn't even come out yet. So exciting times await. We expect to see some pretty significant growth in the fighting scene in the coming years.
Exciting stuff. Street Fighter V, not out yet, but when?
Spring 2016.
Spring 2016.
But if you're in North America and you pre-order, you can get access to our beta. That one starts on July 23rd. It's going to be an online beta test. We want to make sure that we have a best-in-class online experience. So we want to start testing that early in our campaign. So definitely pre-order, check the game out. July 23rd is the start date of that.
And is that PC and PS4?
So the first one's exclusive to PS4. We will be doing follow-up beta tests, and we will have a PC test later this fall.
All right, Matt, gentlemen, thank you guys so much for coming on, showing off some skills and talking Street Fighter V. All right, ladies and gents, coming up next, it's delving into Civilization. Got a new expansion for Beyond Earth. They're going to be on stage momentarily.